Greetings and welcome to another podcast of Looking at Life Through a Kingdom Perspective. I'm your host and life coach, Brother Wallace, and I want to thank everyone for dropping in and listening to this podcast. This is basically going to be a duplicate podcast of the last uh, recording. Um, the last audio was, just frankly saying, it was lousy. But we want to redo this because this topic is so vitally important. I want to make sure that this information gets out to our viewers. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start the original posting. Now, I will interject periodically during the written script to interject some new viewpoints that I've come across and gathered from your comments. Our banner topic will be changing your core belief system for success, changing what you're receiving by changing what you're believing. In today's lesson, we're going to cover the topics of understanding toxic belief system that sabotage our success by detoxifying our minds through replacing lies and unbelief with truth and understanding. Have you ever wondered why you're not succeeding at the level that you want to be, or why you can achieve a certain level of success, and then when you reach a certain point, you end up sabotaging it, or things just seem to self destruct on their own? Today, we're going to take a look at why this may be and examine our self defeating core belief systems that work below the level of our consciousness that keep us from moving forward in life. Just like successful people have belief systems that help them achieve whatever they're working on, unsuccessful people have core belief systems that help them remain mediocre and commonplace and continue to fail at life. Our banner scripture for today will be out of the book of Luke, starting in chapter 5, verse 37, which states, "No one pours new wine into old wineskin. If he does, the wine will burst and the skins. The wine will spill and the wineskins will be ruined. Instead, new wine is poured into new wineskins. No one, after drinking the old wine, says, for he says that the old is always better." No human behavior that there's no human behavior that cannot be changed. Where when we come to this understanding that our bodies are biological computer systems, and that they can be programmed to fail or programmed to succeed. From childhood, our society has been designed to teach us not to succeed, but to bring our natural talents, not to succeed and to bring out our natural talents and abilities, but for us to be good slaves on the plantation of this hypnotic cultural industrial complex mechanism, as we call life, as in the United States, designed for us to be obedient to the directions that keep us in line with the world's systems. While we are rewarded for being obedient to the system, but not to be creative and innovative. Our school systems don't encourage creativity and innovation, but to recall what they want us to remember and to respond to slave commands that make us easy to manage and to be controlled, as well as being a part of this overall groupthink. Yes, this is a persuasive mind think that the general population has. We, made in the image of God, all possess certain skills, gifts, and qualities that make us unique. And when cultivated, these gifts will make room for us and bring us before great men, or bring us to the place where we can be successful in the area in which we've been designed for our purpose. One of the ways they do this is through implanting negative core belief systems. Once these belief systems are installed, as core beliefs, they work subconsciously below the level of our conscious awareness. Many times we're unaware of these systems working in the background, but they do exist. And you see these show up um, many times in a lot of the uh, overall belief systems of a culture, of a nation that have certain beliefs that make them part of the group, but at the same time limit them as individuals from being and operating in our full potential. So let's take a look at what a toxic belief system really is in comparison to a healthy belief system, because there is a difference between a healthy belief system and a toxic belief system or a negative belief system. A toxic belief system can be formed by a person's negative core beliefs that shape their behavior and limit their ability to enjoy life to its fullest. While healthy belief systems is a set of beliefs that empower an individual to become uh, successful in whatever area they set their minds to and to do, they set their minds to do, and to have an overall happy and meaningful life. These negative beliefs can also be so ingrained that they can lead to fear, doubt, poor choices in decision making, wrong decisions in relationship, uncertainty, which can lead a person to feel comfortable in toxic situations that they wouldn't otherwise be. While positive belief systems create confidence, focus, happiness, healthy relationships, and advantageous situations, contentment, sound decision making, abundance, pleasantness, enjoyment, joy, and peace. For an example, someone who believes that they're not worthy of being treated well by others may stay in toxic relationships for long periods of time or even indefinitely because it supports their core belief system. While on the other hand, a person with a healthy core belief system will recognize that they're in a toxic relationship and exit the situation. People with healthy belief systems have high self esteem levels and know their value and worth. When we suffer with low self esteem and low value and a low estimation of who we are, we make choices and decisions in line with how we feel inside, regardless of how we consciously say that we are. You can lie with your words, but you can't lie with your energy because your energy always tells the truth. This is a quote from Dr. Myron Golden. Uh, we can lie with our words, but our energy that we emit will tell the truth about how we really feel about ourselves inside. Regardless of how or what we say to other people about what we're going to do, all humans possess this ability to sense others' confident energy levels. This is the reason why, after two people can have a heated argument in a room, you can enter into that room after they've gone and cut the atmosphere with a knife. It will be thick with the residue of the negative energy that lingers behind after a heated argument. Low self esteem and poor image causes us to make choices that are in line with the way we feel inside. We may always start doing something that seems meaningful and worthwhile in the beginning, but never stick around long enough for its completion, finding excuses why it's too difficult for us to continue on, or otherwise go back to a limited position in life that's more comfortable and easy to deal with. We are good starters, but become poor finishers. Some symptoms of negative core belief systems include self sabotage, avoidance and withdrawal, perfectionism, people pleasing, overcompensation, fear of taking calculated risks, procrastination, fear of success, and so on. These are just a few. I'm pretty sure you can come up with some of your own. I know in my own life I've had to deal with my own set of self-defeating, self-sabotaging, and toxic behaviors that limited me from in my life and kept me on the struggle bus for years. It wasn't until I made a conscious decision to start actually working on these things to help me make the changes I needed to believe in myself and to change what I was receiving. Does this make sense to anybody? Now, these patterns, when these patterns arrive, and when they're exactly what they are, just patterns, these toxic belief patterns occur together and categorize themselves as a symptom of dysfunction. I repeat, they categorize themselves as symptoms of dysfunction. You'll constantly see yourself wanting to do something, and you may have it in line to do it well, but you will self-sabotage it. Man, this means that there's just a conflict between what you consciously believe and what you subconsciously believe. This limits us to have an inability to reach certain levels in life. These patterns will continue to plague our life until we substitute truth for deception. Any negative behavior that has a core belief is based on something that is a lie or an untruth. Jesus said it's the truth that sets us free. If the truth sets us free, what will a lie do? Lies always produce bondage, slavery, separation, sickness, poverty, or any form of limitation. What you believe determines what you can achieve. If you can change someone's belief systems, you can change their behavior. New beliefs produce new behaviors. Old beliefs will repeatedly repeat the old behaviors. The original sin was not This original sin was unbelief, not disobedience. Disobedience was a side effect of Eve uh, believing in what Satan said and not believing in what God said. This was the first instance of an installation of a toxic belief system. This one alteration in belief changed the fabric of life as we know it. It was disbelieving in God that led Adam and Eve to partake in the forbidden fruit. When we are convinced of a lie, we will abandon the truth and substitute it for something that will keep us a slave. The devil suggested that it would be no consequence for believing a lie. What is true back in the Bible back then is still true to this day. Lies always cause bondage of some sort. Truth causes one to operate in freedom and liberty. In our next video, we're going to go over some of the methods that I've used to successfully remove toxic belief systems in my own life that has plagued society today and have been designed to keep us separated and limited. We will cover how to change our mood and perspective, breaking the double mindedness, blindness that everywhere it seems like, not being able to be aware of that you do have contradicting belief systems that are working in the background of your consciousness. Recognizing the double mind, where you believe one thing consciously and another thing subconsciously. We're going to see how our words reveal what we really think and what we believe on the conscious level, but how our actions actually reveal what we actually really believe subconsciously. Until that time, I'm Brother Wallace, a life coach. Looking forward to seeing you again. Peace and